What's up everyone, my name is Pablo and I want to welcome you to this week's episode of Indivisible Weekly, the 34th episode of our series. This is a huge week here at Indivisible and for our democracy as the House is getting ready to vote on H.R. 1, the For the People Act. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive in. Now, we've talked a lot about what H.R. 1 does in past episodes, but let's break it down one more time because this really is a crucial bill. H.R. 1 is a robust democracy reform package that targets everything from voter suppression to gerrymandering, money in politics, corruption, and more. Now, if you want to learn more about H.R. 1, you can click the link in the description below or check out this video right up here, where we break down some of the key details of the bill. Now, the For the People Act couldn't come at a more critical time. Every day, we're seeing Republican state legislatures propose new voter suppression bills. We've seen hundreds of bills get introduced in Arizona, Georgia, and lots of other states. And until we pass comprehensive voting rights legislation, like H.R. 1, the For the People Act, and H.R. 4, the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, these states will continue to pass bills that disenfranchise voters, especially voters of color, and destroy our democracy. Now, it's important to note that H.R. 1 is extremely popular. According to a recent Data for Progress and Vote Save America poll, a whopping 68% of Americans support the For the People Act, including almost 60% of all Republicans. But the biggest obstacle standing in the way of passing meaningful democracy reform is the deeply undemocratic Jim Crow filibuster, which is the tool that Mitch McConnell plans to use to block H.R. 1, H.R. 4, and other critical reforms like DC statehood from ever becoming law. Now, conservatives in the Senate have a long history of using the filibuster to block landmark voting rights and civil rights legislation, and Mitch McConnell seems eager to keep that racist tradition going in 2021. But we can stop him. We can use our voices and our constituent power to convince Democrats to abolish the filibuster once and for all. And that's exactly what you all are doing. Over the past few weeks, we've gotten tons of amazing videos from voters all across the country calling on senators to abolish the Jim Crow filibuster, like this one from Kathy Sigmund in Arizona.
Senator Sinema, my name is Kathy Sigmund. I'm a voter here in Tempe, Arizona. I'm a Democrat and therefore I support you, but it's not enough to be a Democrat. You also have to support democracy. Our voting rights are under attack here in Arizona, and your own seat could be in jeopardy if we don't protect our voting rights here at home. Removing the incredibly archaic filibuster is the best way to protect our voting rights at the federal level and therefore here in Arizona. I'm begging you to please eliminate the filibuster so that H.R. 1 and the Senate equivalent can be passed and our voting rights here in Arizona can be protected. Thank you.
Kathy, thank you so much for submitting your video. And you're right, it's not enough to be a Democrat. Senator Sinema and other senators need to stand up for our democracy. Because here's the truth. Senators can either stand with our democracy or they can stand with Mitch McConnell and the Jim Crow filibuster. But they can't do both. So we need you to keep making your voices heard. Click the link in the description below and call your senators today and demand that they abolish the filibuster and pass the For the People Act. And once you've called, record a video demanding that your members of Congress prioritize democracy reforms and that they don't let the Jim Crow filibuster get in the way. And you'll find links to do all of this in the description below. Also moving through the Senate this week is the immensely popular American Rescue Plan, the COVID relief package that the House passed over the weekend. Now, like I said, this bill is incredibly popular and has the support of 76% of voters, including 60% of all Republicans. So what's the holdup with this incredibly popular bill? You guessed it, Senate Republicans and the Jim Crow filibuster. Now, as you'll remember, because of the filibuster, Democrats have to pass the relief package through a process known as budget reconciliation, which allows them to pass the bill with a simple majority of 51 votes. Unfortunately, this process gives power to an unelected referee, the Senate parliamentarian, who provides non-binding advice about what is considered fair game under reconciliation. In this case, their advice was that raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, a key provision of the American Rescue Plan, doesn't meet reconciliation standards, giving Republicans more fuel to obstruct progress on delivering for millions of American workers. Now, House Democrats did their job, passing a bill that included increasing the minimum wage. Unfortunately, Senate rules are standing in the way of a relief package that truly meets this moment. But remember, this isn't the Senate parliamentarians' fault. Senators themselves bear the responsibility for how they vote and why. So if the Senate's broken rules are what's standing in the way of giving nearly 30 million workers a raise, then Democrats must abolish the filibuster and pass this urgently needed relief. And on a separate note, Senate Democrats must stay strong and not allow Republicans to water down much needed relief provisions. So click the link in the description below and call your senators today and demand that they pass a bold rescue package including survival checks, state and local aid, and a $15 minimum wage. And if it takes eliminating the filibuster to get it done, then that's exactly what they need to do. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Indivisible Weekly. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out the links in the description below for other ways that you can get involved. Thanks everyone, take care, and I'll see you next week.